Well, greetings everyone. Jennifer Nicole Campbell here. We are enlightening life through music. That's what we do on this channel. Today we're going to be talking about some practice tips and resources for working on a piece by Bach. This is his Bourrée number 1 in A minor. This is the second English suite. And I've always loved this piece. One reason I love it is that even though it's in a minor key, it feels jaunty and jovial and uplifting. Here are the first 2 lines of it, then we're going to talk about little practice resources. Okay, so that gives you a sense of the piece. It is joyful, isn't it? So first thing I like to do, especially this helps with memorizing a piece, is any kind of intervals or chords that I can put together and practice that way, super helpful. So in this case, okay, so all I'm doing is taking the 2-note intervals in the left hand and putting them together. And that also helps me figure out which things are parallel between the hands. So, and that's going to help also bring out the beautiful long lines of the piece. Along that same line, you also can practice without any of the little kind of modifications in the melody. Just kind of do a broad brush, you know, in this measure, what's the most important note? So there's kind of another melody, basically, before you get all the ornamentation, right? So you kind of take it down to its bare minimum, kind of like the skeletal part of the piece. And that can be really helpful. And then let's look at these chords, these beautiful chords. One of the things that Bach is great at is that you can unearth these delicious 7th chords. Take a listen to the next part here. This is a sequence. That is a juicy major 7th chord. We got a major 7th chord there, we had a minor 7th chord, and then we have the half diminished chord there. So we get to hear the tensions and the releases in the chords. Another thing that I really love to do is I move to a different octave on the piano to get a sense of the different sonorities. So this one's interesting if you move it up here. And we get to hear the notes a little differently. If you're struggling with a piece and you're getting kind of sick and tired of the piece, if you have to perform it multiple times, this can be a good kind of refresher. The other thing that can be fun, if you really want to challenge yourself, is do opposite hands. So my left hand is going to play above the right hand. So it can be really fun, and it's just a different way to hear the music, okay? And then one other thing is just regular old hands, separate practice, just focusing on the right hand. And you know, we think about melodic instruments, we're always imitating the human voice. That's what we're doing, okay? And in this case, just focus in on, you know, how would you sing that? Which brings me to my next point. Sing along as you're playing. You don't have to get all Glenn Gould. You don't have to sing like Glenn Gould. Although I think that's one reason why he did sing, because he was imitating the human voice. And as we know, he's one of the greatest Bach players of all time. So you can sing. Oh, that's a lot. So, you know, that might be a little easier if you have a little space to breathe, but you don't have to sing the whole thing at once. Singing the left hand's a little more challenging. And you can sing different ways. La 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 la, da 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 da, ba 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 bum. They have different kinds of kind of styles, right? You know, different articulations is what I meant to say. So those are just a few things that you can do. And I'm a big advocate of slow practice. That way you hear every little nook and cranny and edge and curve of the music. Okay, so you can hear when it kind of squeezes, when it expands, and that's a really, really good thing to do. So I'll just play the first page of this Bourrée in A minor for you. Hope you enjoy it. Hope that you found that useful. See you next time.